Just getting ready to go out there. So I think we're ready to bring on our next comedian. Obviously, tonight we've had a lot of comedians trying out newer stuff who are established comedians. Our next act is a newer comic, so it's even more important you guys give all your attention, all your laughter to our next act. So you ready for your next act? Yeah! That's what I wanted to hear. So let's start the applause off at a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let me say
How you doing? I was on sabbatical from the comedy world for a long time. Stop talking there, please. Shut up. I don't mean to be rude. It's just, you know, I hold the floor now. I was on sabbatical, to start again, from the comedy world for a long time. When I was 10, I floored a discerning audience of fellow 10-year-olds with an Arsene Wenger impression. It had a 9-month run beside the coat hangers in 4th class. Very lucrative altogether. I'm not going to do that. It turned into John Cleese's Funny Walk. It became a monster, and I grew disenchanted. I tried to branch out into more politically challenging material, but they just shouted me down saying, no, 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 we want Wenger. So once, after Big Break, I tried to do an intricate routine about American foreign policy, but they chose to observe an impromptu minute silence during that. So. They were that age, really, you know. You've Been Framed was too subtle for them, really. That's someone falling over was a bit highfalutin, you know. Went over their heads altogether. But I walked away altogether from the scene when I was overlooked for a BAFTA Lifetime Achievement Award at the end of 5th class. And I regarded that as a complete snub, to be honest. But anyway. I want to talk a bit about religion. I know you all came here for a theological awakening. I can see the light in your eyes. There's a tradition in where I'm from of going to confession on Christmas Eve. Now I know up here is very liberal sodomite territory, but down where I'm from it's remarkably conservative, really. I mean, there are parts. I'm from Longford, by the way, the nondescript county, as it's called. But there are parts of rural Longford, it's very bad. I mean, there are people in rural Longford still demanding a recount of the last divorce referendum. People download the Angelus. Confession, I mean, it's your toughest brainstorming job of the year, you know. When I was 7 for my first confession, I formed a committee in July to dream up appropriate sins, and we all went to work very fastidiously. Now most people end up falling back on, oh, I hit my sister, I swore, and all the rest. But I decided to confess to embezzlement and insider trading. The priest was, he immediately reported to the financial authorities. By the way, Brazilian, South American footballers are particularly bad for that type of God-bothering, you may have noticed. Whenever a Brazilian, God has laid on numerous goals for Brazilians and Argentinians down the years, you may have noticed. Whenever they win something, oh, thank you Jesus, and all the rest. He's a playmaker for the Brazilian team. But they never blame him when they concede, or when they lose. And you never hear them saying, oh, God was caught napping at that corner. You know? God was ball watching there, you know. But it's time to crowbar in some more topical material now. Formerly topical material. Formerly topical material is a wonderful designation, by the way. These things for one. But the Queen was here recently. I read that in the local paper there. It's not a conspiracy theory. But apparently, when you receive the Queen's hand, you're supposed to receive it in a limp, delicate fashion. You're supposed to. I wanted to shake her hands like I just sold her cattle. Good girl yourself. You know the score. Various civil servants were mortified. But originally in her itinerary, she was supposed to appear on Winning Streak on Saturday. It never came to pass. And Barack Obama was there as well. You know, these revelations keep on coming, really, don't they? But he kissed a lot of babies on this tour to hear. So he slobbered over babies. There's no lewdness there. There's no need to do that. He kissed babies. Politicians' trope in this country. But there are different styles. I mean, Garrett Fitzgerald shook babies' hands. Obama kissed babies. And Richard Nixon accused one baby of lying about his record. He was there threatening a baby with litigation. You take that back. And then he employed men to steal in the night into their playpen and steal some files out of it. But I watched a lot of I have an idea for a show. I pitched a show to RTE recently called Up for the Budget, which is to go out the night before Budget Day, and Des Cahill and Mary Kennedy presented it. They make stale jokes about budgets in the past, just like the All-Ireland final. I was watching television recently. There was a film there I saw called Gone in 60 Seconds. I don't know if you've seen it. Based on the original novel by Jane Austen. It doesn't have the depth of her earlier work, Too Fast, Too Furious. I saw a production of Gone in 60 Seconds in the Abbey recently. All the characters were played by Alan Stanford. It was a bit more subtle, less high-tech. But by the way, Jeremy Kyle, I saw Jeremy Kyle actors in it too. I'm convinced that Jeremy Kyle, the contestants are all actors, by the way. I'm sure they are. They've all been plucked from the Royal Shakespeare Company. Well, I've been given the signal to get off, so I don't know if that's down to my 1 minute. I've run out of material, to be truthful. So I can improvise. If we can keep talking. What are you doing afterwards? Alright, I'll get down. Alright.
That is one of Conor's first gigs. Wasn't that fantastic? That is what we are about at the bottom of the act. We're bringing new talents, giving them a chance. So,